Right, hello. This is just a couple of quick tutorials. You might know this already, but I know you've got some editorial stuff coming up, and as well as putting the text in and your photographs, you might want to put in some, I don't know, symbols or something. So two very quick things. The first one is a quick way of making decreasing concentric circles. So what you need to do is to go down to the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, the seventh symbol down, and get your polar grids tool, and then double click, and best thing to do is just to put your concentric dividers the concentric dividers, what that'll do is it'll give you, that's the number of circles that you're going to want to have. And then weirdly enough, it gives you an extra one as well. So if you put in 5, when you count them at the end, it tends to be 6. So what I might do is just put 7 in. And then the radial dividers, you don't want any of those because that will just sort of segment it off into little sections. So I'm just going to put 0 in for that. Okay. And then you can just draw a series of concentric circles. So do you see what I mean? I put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in, and then it gives you an extra one. So always remember, if you're going to do this and you want to have a definite number of circles, remember whatever number you put in, it'll give you an extra one as well. And then you obviously could decide if you want it to be thicker. You can have it that size, and if you want it a lot smaller, you can have them a lot thinner. And you can do them any colour that you want. That's fine. And then just remember that if you want to use it into Photoshop and you want to place this, say you want it to be sort of quite thick, and I don't know, you want it in red or whatever you want to, and you want to put that on top of an image, you don't want the white bits in between, you want that to be see-through. So when you save it, actually don't save it, when you export it, make sure that you are exporting it in Photoshop. Okay. And then what you can do with it, if I just come out of this for a second, and rid of that. If I just go to, I know what I'll do is I will just show you on my, let's see. Just go this way. There we go. Okay, so here we go. I did a concentric circles with quite, I can't remember, about a 5-point thickness, and then I did it in red, and then that's a PSD. So I was working on something, just practicing a couple of days earlier. Let's just see if I can find the right one. I think it's this one. Just give it a couple of minutes to open it. I used both. I used a thinner point one and then a thicker one, and then I just place embedded the spirals on top of my document. But because I'd saved it as a PSD, it meant that only the rings were coming out and the rest of it was transparent. Okay, so that's why you would do that. So let's go back to here. And then the other thing, which you might, I mean, all of this is whether you like it or not, so you don't have to do any of it. We're just, you know, sort of showing you bits and pieces. And then it's up to you then whether you yeah, then it's up to you whether you kind of use them or not, or whether you like them or not. So let's just go into here. And then this one really is just a simple gradient tool. Right, so you've got your gradient here, and you need to click on it. So you've got, for example, one at both ends, and if we click that one, this is a pain because you've got to keep going back to sort of RGB. So let's go. So it keeps sort of going back to grayscale all the time. So RGB, let's just put one side of this as red, and then so that's the red side. This is the black side. Again, when you click on it, let's go back to, if somebody knows a way to stop it from going to grayscale, then please let me know. I've checked with John, he doesn't know either, so it's just a pain. So choose, this is a bit wet and weedy, isn't it? Right, that side. And then put more of these. Okay, so at the moment, if you look here, it says linear, but you can choose to go into radial, but we'll stick with linear at the moment. So the next one, I'll change it to pink. The next one, yellow. Like white is always quite nice. And you just choose the colours. And let's have a look. So say we go for this one. And change the opacity down. And again, you've got all these different, you know, overlay and soft light and hard light. So you've got loads of things to kind of play around with. Let's go back to gradient. And then at any time, you can change that. Let's try red in there. Okay, so you've got this really nice sort of linear gradient, which is sort of just going up and down in stripes. And then if you want to, you can do like a radial one. And then you've got these really nice sort of circles. and then again you can alter them. So maybe make this one, the white one, bigger. This one closer to here. So if you're going to think about doing anything, I don't know, on your editorial that was a bit, I don't know, featured sort of targets or something like that, then this one might be quite a nice thing to do. And then, let's see, so that one here, that one there, I mean, is just 60% now. So this dark one here, we can make that 20%, and it'll just affect that individual one. So let's maybe put that back to 100. Okay, so yeah, it's just a sort of a couple of symbols and things that you can do in Illustrator, which you would then export as a PSD into Photoshop, and then you can sort of place them, combine them with text, or then place them onto your editorial images. Okay, you don't have to use them, and if you don't like them, that's fine, but at least you know how to do, you know, sort of a couple more things on Illustrator. And then that's it, that's the end of the tutorial.